clapping. Let's thank our visitors from around the world. Thank you so much for watching this on ItsWebTV. Come on, y'all do better than that. Facebook Live, wherever you watch us. We thank you for tuning in to this service we honor God for you in 2017. We're believing God. Everything you're believing God for will take place in 2017. Thank you so much for tuning in. Prayer Temple, one more time. Give God thank God for praise for our visitors from around the world. All right, grab your Bible very quickly. We want to be mindful of the time. It won't even take me long, because I think I've set the foundation for this on last night. And turn your Bibles to Matthew chapter 17. Matthew chapter 17. And I want you to look at particularly verse 19. Matthew 17. Particularly verse 19. And I do want to thank you all for complimenting me. I know you're ready to compliment me on this nice Bible right here that my wife bought me for Christmas. I know you're ready to say that. So I just want to thank you in advance. I want to thank you in advance for this nice leather Bible with my name inscribed in it. Yeah, right there. Yeah, for my Bible. Thank you so much. Stop it. You stop it. I appreciate it. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to say that. Thank you. Thank you. They were saying it. I saw it in their eyes. I saw it in their eyes. Verse 16. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they could not cure him. 17. Then Jesus answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. And Jesus rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him. And the child was cured from that very hour. And then if you look at verse 19, where we want to drop our anchor, it says, Then came the disciples to Jesus apart and said, what? Come on, read that like you know how to read. It says what? Why? Why couldn't we do it? Why couldn't we do it? We want to just really tag what we talked about last night. Why? Just touch your neighbor and say why. Why? Not how, but why? That's really the question that we're framing as we're not on the dawn of the new year now. We're in the new year. Amen. And the question becomes, what's going to be different? And invariably, as you tackle what's going to be different, you will have to drive by why it's not different in the first place. Why is a different kind of question? We looked at this last night. It is a question that presents a pragmatic presentation. The question of why gets down to the root cause. We talked last night about how I lost is different than why I lost. You can lose and you can explain why you lost, but why develops accountability. It develops blame. It develops the root cause. It takes the excuses out of the equation. Many of us have excuses year after year after year after year why we didn't do this, why we didn't accomplish this, why we didn't go here, why we didn't go there. But this morning, last night, I want to have you critically look at why, so we can overcome why it is we stay in the same rut and the same cycle year after year after year. At some point, your life, you should get better. Barbara Sapp says, I'm stronger. I'm wiser. I'm better. Oh, so much better. When I look at all he's brought me through, I realize I had you to hold on to. Never, I thought y'all would get it by now. But anyway, he says, I'm wiser. I'm better. The four leprous men that we looked at in the text last night, 2 Kings, said, why sit here and die? They were in a bit of a quagmire. Had they stayed where they were going to die of starvation. And yet had they gone into camp, which they were not allowed to go, the Syrians had invaded, they were going to be killed by the enemy. And yet they stood there and they said to themselves, hey, we got to do something. Won't you get that in your spirit? They said, we can sit here and die, or we can go into camp and die. But sitting here is not an option. There comes a time when you're going to have to make your move. If this year is going to be a better year, greater year, whatever it is we say, then you're at some point going to have to take a risk to make newness happen. Can I get a witness in here? The corporate challenge I'm issuing to the church is, why not this year? You've been saying you're going to sign up for school for the last 10 years. Hey, why not this year? You've been saying for the last 5 years that you're going to lose 20 pounds. Hey, why not this year? You've been saying, boy, one of these days I'm going to go on that lot and I'm going to get a new car. Hey, why not this year? Why sit here and die? Why sit here and do nothing? Why not do what you've been saying you're going to do for the last 5, 10, 15 years? Why not make it happen this year? The only way to get to manifestation is to ask the critical question of why. Why didn't it happen last year? Why didn't it happen the year before? Why did I fail at that? Why did I do that? Why did I go right when I knew I should have went left? Why is my relationship sour? Why is my health failing? Why am I 28 and need 28 pills? Why? Why do I have the same job? I don't even like my job. Why do I have the same job? I'd probably get a better job. Why do I stay at this job that I do not like? And the moment I wake up, I can't stand it. I have a headache just thinking about it. Why am I still there? Why is my blood pressure up at 6 o'clock in the morning? Nobody's even saying anything to me. Why don't I get a good night's sleep? Because every time my phone goes off, I feel like I got to check it because somebody got some latest stuff on Facebook that I got to check out and got to respond to. Why do I feel that way? Why am I desperate? Why am I lonely? Why am I fat? Why? These are critical questions that you have to ask, and if we don't ask, then nothing ever changes. Nothing ever changes, and everything stays the same. If everything stays the same, then 10 and a half hours in the new year, you're already frustrated because you don't see the dawn of newness coming. The reason you ought to be excited today, not necessarily because something new has happened, but because of the possibility that something new is happening. I don't know where God's going to take me, but I'm excited about what's going to happen. I feel something breaking out in this place. Let your neighbor and say, why? So when we come into this text, it's a critical text. Matthew chapter 17 is action-packed. The plot is already set from the moment we come into the first verse. Brother Nick, when you come into verse 1, the Bible says, Jesus taketh Peter, James and John, his brother, and bringeth them, somebody say up, into a what? There's a moment in your life you got to decide, I'm going up. Now, when you decide you're going up, you then will identify those trying to bring you down. How many disciples did Jesus have? How many did he take? Let's count them. Jesus took Peter, 1. He took James, 2. And he took John, 3. Did Jesus take all of them up? How many did he take? 3 of the 12 is what he took up. I want to submit to you, one of the reasons you may not have gone up is because you're trying to take everybody with you. Can I humbly submit to you, particularly the first year? Everybody can't go. Would you help me preach that? Touch 2 people and say, everybody can't go. Everybody can't go. Everybody can't go. The problem you have is you trying to take everybody. There are some people not designed to go up with you. You're going to have to identify who's going up and who's going down and immediately draw a line of demarcation in the sand. I ain't got time to deal with those that are going down. This year, I'm on my way up. Can I get a witness in here? I'm going to hold my head up. I'm going on with the Lord. Do you have somebody sitting around you who's going up? Touch your neighbor and say, you going up? You going up? I ride with you if you're going up now. This year, you going down or even staying in the same place. Excuse me if I move my seat later on this year because I ain't got time to be around nobody going down or staying in the same place. Jesus has another place for me, and I'm going up to get whatever the Master has for me. If it's meant for me in 2017, I'm getting it this year. Why not this year? I've got to decide who's my Peter, who's my James, who's my John, and who's the rascals who's just looking at me going. Touch your name and say, everybody can't go. Everybody can't go. Abraham had to sacrifice his son Isaac, and the Bible says, Pastor Jones, in Genesis 20:25, he says to the crowd, he says to his boys, he says, some of y'all gotta wait here while I go yonder. I wonder if you help me preach that. This is what you're gonna have to, this is the critical decision you're gonna have to make in January. You got to determine which friends gotta wait here while you go yonder. Would you touch your neighbor and say, wait right here, wait right here. I know last year we talked all about Beyonce and we talked all about Drake and J-Lo, but this year I need you to wait here. I'm on my way somewhere else. I ain't got time to go over that nonsense. Wait right here. I'll come back and get you a little bit later, but right now I gotta go up to see what the end's gonna bring. I'm gonna touch your neighbor and say, wait here, wait here, wait here. You'll be surprised how many people drop off when you say wait here. Dressed alike for years. We text each other happy birthday message. I need you in this season of my life to wait here while I go young. The Bible says Jesus, he goes up to this mountain, and the Bible says he is transfigured. Somebody say transfigured. Transfigured is literally where the Son of Man, Jesus, meets the Son of God, Jesus. It is a moment in Jesus' life. It is one of the 5 major moments in his life: baptism, resurrection, birth, ascension, transfiguration. It is the moment that Jesus' voice comes through the cloud and says the same confirmation that said about Jesus when he was baptized. This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Everybody couldn't see this moment. As a matter of fact, Peter awakens and he sees this moment. He says, it's good for us to be here. Jesus says, shh, don't tell nobody what you're seeing. Some people can't see what God's about to do in your life. And if they do get a glimpse, tell them, shh, it ain't time to reveal it yet. God's going to reveal it in his own time. Jesus is transfigured on top of this mountain. And when he is transfigured, he shows us the ability and the necessity to be refreshed and refilled. Jesus literally refreshed, he's refilled. The Bible says his face changed, his countenance changed. And there's a moment in your life, if you work in the valley, there's a moment you got to go up to the mountain to get a refill. I'm going to say it again. You deal with people in the valley, there's a moment in your life you got to go up to the mountain and get a refill. Some of your family said, you going back to church this morning? What you just did last night? You need to tell them, I'm going to get another refill. Yes, because dealing with you, I can sometimes run on empty, but I'm going back to church so I can get another refill. Another refill. Another refill. If I can charge my phone every day, plug my phone in every day. How come I can't get a refill every day? I'm going so I can go up to the mountain so I can get a touch your name and say, you just need a refill. Some of y'all go to restaurants based not on the price of the menu, based on where the plugs are. What your price is like? It's kind of expensive. You got air conditioning? What about plugs? No, we here. They got plugs. They got plugs. You would be caught somewhere not charging your phone. You gonna charge your phone but not refill your soul. You gotta have a spot you can go to that's just you and God, that you can get a refill. Somebody scream, fill me up, Jesus. You stop cussing if you can get a refill. You stop drinking if you can get a refill. You stop acting in nonsense if you can get a refill. Somebody scream, fill me he's on top of the mountain, some mess breaks out at the foot of the mountain. You ever had a day like that? You're on top of the mountain. Somebody tries to bring some mess to you from the foot of the mountain. Jesus is on top of the mountain, and he's been transfigured. What a moment for Jesus. While he's on top of the mountain, there's some nonsense going on at the foot of the mountain. The Bible says, as they come down the mountain, a certain man comes to him. And when the man comes down the mountain, the man literally has two problems. The first problem he has with his son. And here's how he describes his problem with his son. He says, my son is a lunatic. My son is what? That word translates to epilepsy. They must didn't know epilepsy at the time. So he, in his own primitive language, says, he's a lunatic. My son has a condition. What's the condition? And sort of vexed. Oftentimes he falls in the fire. And then other times he falls in the water. We can be holding his hand and he'll just yank from us and he'll fall in the fire. Maybe it's called epilepsy. I don't know. I'm just going to say my son is a lunatic. You got to know when it's time to turn it over to Jesus. You got to know when it is beyond your capability. You got to know when it's time to let go and let God do his thing. The Bible says the man came there for Jesus, and while he was there, some disciples got in the way. Yeah, he came for Jesus, but while he was there, some disciples got away. Here's what I think happened. I think he came and he says, hey, where's Jesus? And the disciples, the other 9 he didn't take, said, hey, Jesus, he's up on the mountain. But what's up? What you need? Well, I'm really here for Jesus, but if you're his disciples, I guess you'll do. Get to that in a second, Sister Chris. I see you waiting. I'll get to that in a second. Hold tight, Sister Chris. He said, hey, shoot it at us. Yeah. All right. My son is a lunatic. Yeah. Often falls in the fire, falls in the water. And they must say, all right, fellas, hey, hold on. Hey, here's a moment. Here's a moment. Now, we got this. Jesus up on the mountain. He wants us to handle this. Y'all got it? All right, so we count to 3. We're going to go over there. We're going to lay hands on them. We're going to do our thing. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. And they must try. And when they try, it worked. Which then takes us into the second problem the man has. Second problem the man has is with his disciples. Look what he says about the disciples. He says, I brought him to who? Who? I brought him to your disciples. And what happened? So they had to try something. The man concluded they couldn't do nothing. You got to be careful. Somebody gonna tell Jesus on us. Somebody gonna tell Jesus, I brought my problems to your disciples. Lord, they couldn't do it. I bet the disciples tried to rush this man along. All right, hey, it'll work, we're gone. Hey, they took time. Go ahead. It must have blown their minds, Sister Miles, that this man would stick around and let You got to be careful because somebody going to tell Jesus on us. They must have made the inherent assumption that, gee, if they hang around Jesus, they must have some of his ability. If you go to church every day, particularly if you came to church last night and went to sleep, came back today, your neighbors look out the window and say, oh, that's gone again. I guarantee you, your neighbors believe you can do something. I know your coworker, they hear you play Fred Hammond on the radio and they hear your gospel CD speaking tongues every now and then. I bet you they believe that if something goes wrong in their life, they believe you can do. You're going to have to be careful that somebody going to tell Jesus on you. Lord, I brought them to your disciple. They go to church every Sunday. They wear their prayer temple shirt at work. They play CDs of their pastor. They're always on ItsWebTV and MBC, and they do this. And yet when I needed prayer, they could not do nothing. Somebody gonna tell Jesus. They tried. It didn't work. And when Jesus looks at them, he sees the dilemma. Look at Jesus' response to them. Verse 17. He says, now you tell me if Jesus said, here's what he says. Oh, faithless and perverse generation. Look at this. How long shall I be with you? How long shall I what? Suffer you. Here's the translation. How long I gotta tolerate you? Say how long? How long I gotta put up with this? Fellas, didn't we cover this? Fellas, weren't you there when I did miracles? Fellas! How long? Are you going to be in a position where you can do nothing? Jesus says, how long? I had to deal with this. The Bible says he rebuked the demon, cures the young man. And that's what most preachers stop the text. We're hooping about right there. Ain't he blessed the young man? Young man was good. Ain't he all right? We miss the critical verse. And the critical verse in the text is in verse number 19, because after the disciples couldn't do it, they came to Jesus. And I love it. And they pulled him apart by himself. And they said, why could we do it? What did we do wrong? Why couldn't we do it? Their question infers that they had personal discipline. They were stunned. They couldn't pull it off. They were stunned. They did not get the desired result. It ought to bother you when stuff don't work. I just lost half my audience there. Because here's what we do. When it don't work, we blame and we say, Sister Smith, it just ain't my time. It just ain't my season. I didn't lose 20 pounds, but you know, devil busy. We say, gotta blame somebody. It's my auntie's fault. It's Donald Trump's fault. It's Donald Trump's fault. Ain't even in office yet. It's his fault. It's President Bush's fault. 16 years ago. President Obama's fault. You gotta blame somebody. Do you ever ask why? Why did the marriage work? Why didn't I get the loan? Why did I get rejected? Why did they laugh at me? Why? That's a critical question in the text. They said, Jesus, what could we do? You never get to the next level of newness until you evaluate why it didn't work in the first place. Why couldn't we do it, God? We did what we thought you told us. We did what we thought you showed us. It didn't work. Why? You ought to be disappointed if you put your faith on something and it doesn't work. You ought not just accept that. You ought not just let that be what it is. That should bother you to the point where you ask Jesus, why could we do it? Here's the answer. I'm done. Lest I hold you too long. Jesus says, because of, Jesus, why couldn't we do it? And here's Jesus' response. Because of, I'll try it again. Jesus, why couldn't we do it? Oh my God, why couldn't we do it? Jesus says, because of. It's that heavy. It's that heavy. It suggests that it wasn't a technique issue. It wasn't a training issue. It wasn't a textbook issue. It was a theological issue. The reason they couldn't do it, Jesus says, it was because of your unbelief. That should make you say, what? Because many of us in the room, we've got the technique, got the textbook, got the talent, got the tenacity, but theologically you off base. Reason it didn't work, reason it don't work, reason we don't accomplish our newness in the new year is because of our unbelief. You sitting by where I sat in my office. Can't be that simple. One of the reasons you didn't lose 20 pounds is because you don't believe you can win the food battle. You lose before it even starts because you deep down inside don't believe you can win it. Anyway, I ain't gonna lose no weight. I just gonna eat fries. The reason some of you gonna mess up on your fast, I don't think you're gonna live with the fast next week, is because you've already made up in your mind. I ain't gonna be able to do this no 30 days. I'll do it one day. I ain't gonna do it. You already messed. You don't believe. The reason you didn't register in school is because you don't believe you're ready academically. Take over the chapter. The reason you didn't write that next book is because you don't believe nobody would buy it if you ever wrote it. The reason that relationship ain't working is because you don't believe you deserve better. The reason you have that same job is because you don't believe God has another job better. The reason you're settling for whatever ailment that ails you is because you believe this is just how it is, this is how my family is. You don't believe that God can give you peace that surpasses all understanding and heal you of generational diseases in your family. At the core, you just don't believe. So I don't want you to connect. Come on, Brother Antoine. Let's not hold you too long. I don't want to correct your technique this morning. I don't want to correct your textbook this morning. I don't want to correct your training this morning. I want to correct your theology. I got one more slide, and when I get it, if you believe it, you're going to shout. If you don't believe it, you're going to sit there and wonder what we're talking about. I'm going to put this slide up, and if you don't shout when I put the slide up, it is because of your unbelief. Here's what Jesus told me to tell you for 2017. He says, nothing. Let's go. Nothing. Would you have about 3 people that say nothing is impossible? Thank you. Nothing. Nothing there. I want to do it. I want you to stay on that. Nothing is impossible. Now, here's the question. Do you believe it? If you believe that, then my question remains. Why not this year? Happy neighbor saying. What you waiting on? At the end of the year, if you lose, I don't want to know how you lost. I want to know why you lost. You have a God who just told you nothing is impossible. Not school, not a new job, not a raise, not healing, not salvation, not deliverance. Nothing is impossible if you just believe. Father, in Jesus' name, we thank you, we honor you, we love you. It's good to know, and we're grateful that the disciples ask, why? Because they asked why, they left a legacy for us to study, to examine, a record by which we could gauge, between why it doesn't happen in our lives. I pray, God, that we would feel personal disappointment when we apply our faith and don't get the desired results. Help us in our own lives to ask, why couldn't we do it? Didn't we do it? Why didn't it work? Help us to examine the record. And then, God, when we get the answer that it is unbelief, help us to believe that it's unbelief and nothing else. You said in your word, nothing is impossible. I speak that in everybody's life in this place in Jesus' name. We're going now in the rest of the year with expectations that nothing is impossible. I declare what's to come is better than what's been. In Jesus' name. Every glad heart say it is so. I speak strength to every hand that we're holding. And we come into agreement with every believer in this place. Whatever it is they're believing you for this year, we touch and agree that nothing is impossible. In Jesus' name. Jesus' name. Jesus' name. Oh, glory, Jesus' name. Nothing is impossible. Jesus' name. Amen. Thank God. Let your hands go. Come on, give God praise. Oh, at least three people. Tell them nothing is impossible.